Folks, in my 20 years in the league, decades watching tape, talking to insiders, tracking every whisper, I've seen a lot of blockbuster moves, but honestly? Nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what is quietly unfolding right now behind the scenes of the NFL's most mysterious and fiercely competitive franchise, the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you think the rumors of a new head coach and quarterback upheaval are intense, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. There's a secret brewing, a game-changing revelation about to surface, and once you hear it, you'll understand, the NFL landscape is about to be reshaped in a way no one predicted. And I'm not just throwing around hype, trust me, this is real. The kind of real that stays under the radar until it's too late for anyone but the insiders to act. I've got sources, I've got film, and I've got a timeline that's unfolding faster than anyone can keep up with. But here's the climb to the truth. You, the die-hard fans, the deep dive enthusiasts, you're about to get access to a story that's been hidden in plain sight, and I guarantee what's coming next isn't just a rumor. It's a seismic shift. Now, if you're serious about knowing what's really happening, if you want to be ahead of the curve, if you want to be part of the inner circle, then hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and activate the bell. Because the moment I start spilling the full story, trust me, you won't want to miss a second. Those who stay in the dark? They'll be left behind, still guessing, still wondering what hit them. Not us. Not now. Not today. Let's take it from the top. Because what I'm about to tell you is rooted in deep, meticulous scouting and insider intel that's been carefully guarded, but now? It's leaking out, and once you connect the dots, you'll see that the Steelers are on the brink of something monumental. Something that could redefine their franchise legacy for decades to come. And it all centers around one name that, until recently, was a rising star in Los Angeles, Braden Fisk. Picture this, a young, explosive defensive force, a player with the kind of upside that scouts dream about. Braden Fisk isn't your conventional NFL superstar, no hulking, lumbering nose tackle here. No, he's a hybrid, a high-motor, finesse power rusher who's redefining the role of a defensive tackle in the modern NFL. His story is one of resilience, adaptability, and raw talent, and for months now, I've been tracking whispers that the Steelers are preparing to make a move, a trade that will shake the league to its core. Let me break down why this makes perfect sense, why the timing is critical, and how it all points to one undeniable conclusion: Pittsburgh's brass has their sights set on Fisk, and the trade is already in motion. But first, let me set the stage with a detailed, unfiltered analysis of the team's current needs, their weaknesses, and what's been missing from their defense since the departure of a certain legend. Starting with the Steelers' defensive front, it's a unit rich in tradition, but in recent years, they've struggled to replicate the dominance they once commanded. The departure of Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt left a void that's been hard to fill. The current rotation, Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt, and a rotating cast, has shown flashes, but they lack a truly disruptive interior presence that can pressure quarterbacks and stuff the run simultaneously. The secondary remains strong, but without a push up front, even their best cover men are vulnerable. Film study confirms this. The Steelers' defensive line has been too predictable, too one-dimensional. Their pressures come mostly from edge rushes, Watt and Highsmith, while interior gaps are open for guards and centers to exploit. Opposing offenses have become expert at neutralizing Watt with double teams, leaving the middle gaps exposed. The analytics echo this. According to PFF's advanced metrics, Pittsburgh's interior pass rush productivity ranks near the bottom of the league, and their run-stopping grades are only marginally better. The team's average yards allowed per carry on the interior has climbed over recent seasons, and their inability to generate consistent interior pressure is a glaring weakness. Enter Braden Fisk. A player whose scouting report reads like a coach's dream. A high-motor, technically refined force with elite quickness and explosiveness. At 6 feet 5 inches and around 297 pounds, an undersized yet powerful frame, Fisk has been tearing up NFL offensive lines with a relentless motor and disruptive prowess that belies his age. His rookie season in Los Angeles was nothing short of historic, led all rookies with 8.5 sacks, numerous quarterback hurries, and his ability to collapse pockets from the inside was a game-changer. Film breakdown shows a player capable of penetrating gaps with surgical precision, using his explosive first step and hand techniques to shed blocks and pressure quarterbacks, traits that the Steelers desperately need. His agility and change of direction, noted in combine metrics as a 67 agility score and 69 change of direction, allow him to slip past even seasoned guards and centers. His 4.78 40-yard dash and 93 strength rating demonstrate a player with explosive power who can also hold his ground against double teams. What sets Fisk apart, beyond his raw talent, is his relentless motor and football IQ. He doesn't just rush, he targets the weak spots and protections, he reads plays pre-snap, and he's constantly looking to create chaos. Statistically, his 44 tackles and 8.5 sacks in 17 games make him a rookie sensation, leading all first-year defenders in sacks. His impact rating from Madden NFL 26 rates him at an 81 overall, with high marks for pass rush and impact blocking. And the best part? Fisk has durability, having recovered fully from a knee injury sustained during the playoffs, and his medical evaluations have been glowing. The Rams see him as a cornerstone piece moving forward, but sources close to the franchise whisper that they're open to listening on trade offers because they're shedding salary and planning their future roster. Now, how does this connect with the Steelers? Simple. The Steelers have been quietly exploring options for a disruptive interior presence, and I've been told that their interest in Fisk isn't just speculation. This is a calculated, strategic move that has been years in the making. The team's front office, led by Omar Khan, is known for their shrewd trades and cap management. They see Fisk as a long-term answer to bolster a defense that's aging, what isn't getting any younger, and lacking the interior disruption needed to compete with AFC powerhouses like the Chiefs and Bengals. The mechanics of this trade? Well, it's complex but doable. The Rams, in a rebuilding phase themselves, could be tempted by a package that includes draft picks, young talent, or players with cap relief. Pittsburgh has assets, mid-round picks, future comp picks, and perhaps a young linebacker or secondary player to sweeten the deal. Given the rookie contract value of Fisk, around $2.35 million per year, it's a cost-effective move that fits within the Steelers' cap structure, especially with Rodgers' massive extension looming on the horizon. And the compensation? Expect a first-round pick, possibly a late one, and a young player with upside, say a linebacker like Mark Robinson or a promising safety, plus a future mid-round pick. The Rams get to restart their rebuild, clearing some cap space, and acquire a player who, in just one season, has shown he can be a perennial Pro Bowler if properly developed. Now, for the fit, scheme-wise, Fisk slides perfectly into the Steelers' 3-4 defense. His explosiveness allows him to slot in as a penetrating interior pass rusher, while his run-stopping ability helps shore up their defensive integrity. Comparisons? Think of a less bulky, more agile Aaron Donald, similar impact potential, with a different style. His versatility means he can line up as a 3-tech or even kick outside on passing downs, giving coordinator Brian Flores a new weapon to generate pressure. Worst-case scenario? The injury history raises questions, but his medical clearance has been pristine, and the team's medical staff is confident. Best case? He becomes the disruptive force the Steelers have lacked since Donald's heyday, elevating their defense from solid to elite. The immediate impact? A boost in sack production, a destabilization of opposing passing games, and an overall swagger on the field. So, what's the timeline? From the intel I've gathered, all signs point to negotiations heating up in the coming weeks, perhaps as early as NFL Combine, where team executives often finalize trades or send subtle signals. The Steelers have the assets, the motivation, and the strategic reason to pull the trigger. And insiders believe that Fisk, already being contacted by Pittsburgh's front office, is excited about the potential, seeing it as his chance to truly showcase his talents in a defense that values his aggressive style. In conclusion, mark my words, this trade isn't just a rumor. It's a blueprint for a strategic overhaul in Pittsburgh. The Steelers are poised to make a statement, and Fisk could be the centerpiece of that revolution. With their new coaching staff, Mike McCarthy now leading the charge, focusing on building a fierce, disruptive defense, this move could propel them right into the AFC title conversation. But here's the kicker, once this deal goes down, the ripple effects will be felt across the league. Rivals will scramble to respond, and other teams will realize that Pittsburgh won't settle for mediocrity anymore. They're playing chess, not checkers, and Fisk is their queen, ready to dominate from the inside out. Stay tuned, because this story isn't over. If you thought the Steelers' offseason was heating up, wait until you see what's coming next. And remember, nothing is ever as simple as it appears on the surface. The NFL is a game of secrets, of whispers, of hidden agendas, and I've just given you the first piece of the puzzle. Believe me when I say, we're just getting started.